So yeah, so since we're ready to go, the first thing we'll go back to what we talked about yesterday. We're going to focus on a few things zenye tulimiss, some things that we didn't mention, okay? So yesterday we talked about pending orders. Niliwa explain ya difference ya buy stop. Nikawa explain ya difference ya sell stop, sell limit na buy limit, okay? But we didn't actually open trades with the limit orders, okay? So for today, the first thing we're going to do ni kufungua a specific currency ama tutafungua trades using the limits, okay? So yesterday tulikuwa na Euro USD, we had a Euro USD. Tulikuwa tuna expect to buy at a certain point, okay? You can see trade yetu ndio inaweza kuwa imeactivate at this point, somewhere around there, okay? So let's say tuna expect hii trade iendelee kubuy, si ndio? So tuna expect hiyo trade ikifika a certain point, so we're going to be buying, tuna expect it a buy, si ndio? So tunataka kuweka a buy stop at around this place, okay? Then stop loss yetu itakuwa hapa. We're going to take this as the stop loss, this as the buying point, then we'll take this as our target, okay? Hope you can see the lines, okay? So what you do ni unakuja kwa new order, okay? Then type of order unaenda kwa pending orders, okay? Then the type of pending order you want, tunataka buy stop. Tulisema buy limit is a bit advanced, sell limit ni a bit advanced, so don't focus on using the limit orders. Tumieni buy stop na sell stop. By all means, try and learn kutumia buy stop na sell stop. So tuna expect it a buy ikifika at this point. So we're going to go for a buy stop, okay? At what price? Tuna expect ikifika this price. I hope you see this. Tuna expect ikifika this price, then that's when itakuwa active for us to go for a buy, okay? So what do we do? Alafu remember one thing, analyze this market. So I'm just trying to key in figures for you to see what you're supposed to do. So analyze this currency. You're supposed to do more and analyze it, ukuebo kudetermine kuna stop loss, ukuebo kudetermine kuna support, resistance, ama kuna certain trend yenye ina happen kwa market, okay? So let's take for example this. So tuna expect at what price? 1 point. So you go on and keep price and you expect your trade ikifika ikuwe activated, okay? So you go on and key 1.126.3. Unaweza ongeza that too, but si lazima, okay? Then tuna expect our stop loss itakuwa hapa chini, no? So unaweka stop loss, okay? 1.12134, okay? Then target yetu ni 1.4842, okay? So tutaweka take profit yetu kama 1.1484, okay? Then always, as we said yesterday, calculate the volume unafaa kutumia, okay? So calculate the percentage of risk you're going to take per trade, okay guys? So after to make it in all the details, what do? You just place, okay? Then you can delete it. So this is the trade to expect, but you can see hapa chini the trade is not active, okay? So the moment hii market ita move juu mpaka ifike that point, okay? Hope you see this. Mpaka ifike this point, then that is the moment itakuwa activated. That is when our trade will be activated. Hope you see this. Stop loss ndo hii, then you have your take profit, okay? Then trade ikifika hapa, that's when itakuwa activated. Right now, the trade is pending, okay? Then let's say hii market ya mwekutani iende against us, okay? So what do? Simple, you just cancel the trade. Okay, so that is a buy stop. Then let's say to expect which currency. Let's take for example, yeah, currency. Okay, so let's say we're going to use whatever we had yesterday. So let's say tuna expect hii market itamove chini vile hizi zina show. Hizi ni analysis zenye we did yesterday, so I hope we'll just use them as they are. So let's say tuna expect hii market ikifika this point 1.3463 itaendelea kushuka, si ndio? Then stop loss yetu itakuwa, let's say it's a bit technical, lazima ulearn kutumia the stop loss depending na the strategy unatumia, okay? But let's say tuweke stop loss yetu above this candlestick, okay? The daily week mali ilikuwa, okay? So that is what you're going to use kama the stop loss. Then take profit yetu itakuwa hapa, okay? So what do we do? First thing, always the volume. So tutatumia volume yenye we did yesterday using the app, okay? Steno app, okay? Then tunataka, we are not executing a market. To expect kuingia market a sell right now, okay? So we'll go for pending order. Then we go for a type of order. We're going to go for sell stop. At what price? 1.34639. Okay, so this price tuna expect ikipita this point, then itaendelea kushuka. Okay, then what is the stop loss? Stop loss tumesema ni this price, so 1.3584. okay. Then what is our target? Tumesema target yetu itakuwa hapa 1.309. okay. Then please, then you can delete the lines, okay? So there you have it. It's that simple, okay? So you have your stop loss, you have your pending order. It's still not active, unaweza ona hapa chini, okay? So the moment itakuwa activated, let's see kama tunaweza ifanye kuwa activated immediately. So the moment it's going to get activated, that's the moment the trade itaanza kurun. Sorry, let's see kama we can. So you can drag it, but ukidrag sasa inamovisha the entire trade. Yeah? So let's take for example, this is what we have. Yeah? So to expect around this point, see how we can get it activated. Yeah, ikiwa karibu kuwa activated, ita show green. Okay, so let's see kama itakuwa activated by the end of this session. So that is the first thing. Then the other thing we need to talk about ni one click trading. Okay, so let's say kuna news za Euro USD about to happen. Okay, so what do we mean by one click trading? Basically is setting your trade equal, you can unaweza ingia sell ama buy with just one click. Okay, so what do we mean? Okay, let's just do this practical. One click trading ni hapa juu, you see this mali kuna the currency, kuna this arrow, just press it. Okay, so ukona either sell ama ukona buy, then inakuonyesha the bid na the asking price. Okay, so then this is the volume. So let's say kuna news tuna expect za Euro USD na we are really anticipating zita move in a certain direction, but you're not certain ama unataka kuingia trade haraka haraka because prices zina move very fast. Okay, so what you do is just keep an eye on the one click trading. Mostly kuna watu tumia hizi kutrade the NFP. Okay, inakuanga amazing because it's just one cent ushaingia market. Okay, so let's say tuna expect currency itashuka, there is a lot of movement kwa volatility kwa currency, so tuna expect currency ama itaendelea kubuy immediately, you get. because of a lot of volatility. So what you do, you just make sure you set your volume. So let's say to take a volume here 1, okay? Then to go, yeah, our trade has been activated. You can see that. See? So it's just that simple. Kiko activated. Remember, lazima itaanza na negative because of the, what do you call them? The spreads. Okay. So let's go for one-click trading. Unexpect currency ita buy. So what do you do? Simple. Your volume ni hapa, then buy. You can see how fast that is. Okay. So in case ilikuwa na a lot of volatility, ama this currency had a lot of volatility, then immediately umeingia market, ishaanza kurun. Okay. So you get the logic behind one-click trading. It is not safe because one thing, you're not certain of mali ume place, mali uta place your stop loss and everything else. Okay. But you can see what happens. That is one-click trading. So ikikuja to trading the news, this is what you use. Okay. I'm not telling you to trade the news. That is the worst decision unaweza make. But what utumia this ikikuja to trading the news because of the volatility. So currency ikianza kumove very fast within a short time. What do? Just, we can't predict news vile zita cause impact kwa a certain market. So you wait immediately your market ikianza kumove in a certain direction. What do? You use the one click na unaingia market immediately. Okay. So I hope I'm making sense. Disadvantage ni you're not so, unaweza itumia, yes, unaweza ingia nayo market then ukuja, you just drag and drop, you stop loss and you take profit. Okay, that's an option, but by all means just use the new order, decide on you whatever you're supposed to be doing, because ukitumia one click trading inamaanisha you just in it for a quick run, ama you just in it for that quick cash out. Ukishapata do ulikuwa unatafuta, you're out basically. Okay. So what else? Stop loss na take profit.
What if trades are many?
Pardon?
What if there are many trades you have clicked, let's say 3 times?
Okay, hizo ni lazima sasa okay, let's say tuingie another trade ya buy same positions, ndo tuko na hizi credentials, tuko na hii stop loss ya kwanza, but hii ya pili hatuwezi drag and drop. Unapatanga mtu ameingia the same place. So what you just do ni unakuja hapa, then right click, modify or delete order. So unatumia the same stop loss tulieka before, ama yenye uli drag and drop. So itakuwa 1.1154545. Okay, then take profit itakuwa 1.1465. okay, then modify. Okay, so hiyo itakuwa 2 trades na zote ziko na stop loss zake, same place na take profit same place. Okay, but ukitaka ku adjust, you can always adjust depending na each currency ama each trade yenye uko nayo. Okay, so stop loss na take profit. Is there anyone ayuko comfortable ama anahitaji any details on stop loss na take profit? Anyone? So what you need to understand about take profit na stop loss, they are very technical. Okay, so each currency ama each formation ama each entry ya market iko na a different situation ama iko na a different way for it ama for you to place your stop loss. So usisikize mtu anakwambia ati stop loss yako always inafaa kuwa a certain point. I know so many people who usually go for 20 pips stop loss, but what if retracement inaweza go more than that 20 pips before you turn. Okay, you get the logic. So by all means stop loss yako inafaa kuwa technical. Your stop loss should depend on vile una expect a certain market to behave. Okay, so ukianalyze a certain market, ukianalyze market upate ni double bottom ama double top. Okay, so depending on that range your supply and demand zone, that is what is going to determine mali uta place your stop loss, and not at just because we double bottom ama double top at in that place 20 pips exact. Okay, then entry yako pia itadetermine a lot your stop loss. Unaweza pata trade umeplace stop loss ya 10, zingine umeplace stop loss ya 30, zingine 40. Just depends with the trade ama how you analyze that specific trade. Okay, so yeah, trailing stops, basically trailing stops utatumia time market imeenda. We talked about breaking even, no, mali una place you stop loss kwa entry after the market is already in profit. That way una secure trade in case iende iturn itakuwa bado in profit. Okay, so that is what we call break even. But sasa tuko na trailing stops. Trailing stop ni mali in case market move 20 pips, in case market move 20 pips, then my trailing stop ama my stop loss itaifuata na 20 pips. So in case market move 30 pips, then stop loss yangu itakuwa behind it somewhere hapa, behind it na 20 pips. Okay, so quick place it's a bit easy. Unakuja kwa that specific trade, let's say ni hii. Okay, then trailing stop. Okay, so you can customize it. These are points. Okay, kuna points points depending on trade yako vile unataka ifuato, but what I'll tell you ni kama 15 points starts 15 points behind it. You get the logic? Just try it practically. We don't have any running trades for profit. But what I'll tell you ni trailing stops, they're good and all, but not the best. Umekalia chart yako, you understand your trades, just use the stop loss, move the stop loss manually. Okay, so let's say nataka kumove stop loss. Okay, let's say I'm not comfortable with the location ya your stop loss. Okay, so nataka kumove hii stop loss to a place kama hapa. Simple. Uko na two options. Unaweza kuja hapa specific, nataka this price. Okay, so ni kuja kwa trade zangu, ni key in, ni modify. Okay, modify or delete, then I'll place my stop loss, that change stop loss yangu to this price. Alternatively, unaweza kuja hapa, just drag and drop, and there you go. Just a minute. So there you go, delete your trend line. Okay, so your stop loss ishamovishwa. It's that simple. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So any questions on the stops, the buy stop, sell stop, trailing stops? Then you can use the ATR to set your trailing stops. A bit advanced, but what I'll tell you ni ATR is an indicator. So unatumia specific ATR, ATR itakwambia the volatility of a certain currency. Okay, so ukijua kama hii currency iko very volatile, then utatake an average ama the ATR number, then utaset trailing stop yako depending on volatility. Kama volatility ya Euro USD ni average ya 20 pips, then nda set my ATR or my trailing stop at 20 points. Hope na make sense. But anyway, trailing stops, not the best, but they're always advisable to use. They're always good to use. Just make sure for any trade you take, for anything you're planning on trading, please make sure you have a stop loss. Okay, so the reason for a stop loss is, let's say we have this currency. Okay, let's say we have this. So tuliingilia this market around hapa. Okay, let's take for example, tuliingilia market hapo, then tuko na this point. Okay, so I hope this is clear. I hope you guys can see this though. So based on this trend line, tuna expect hii market ikifika hapa, chances are itaendelea kubuy, si ndio? Then what happened? The market ikakuja ika break out. Okay, so tulikuwa na buy, we had a buy hapa. Then what happened ni ika break out. But since tunajiamini, we are so certain that market itaturn, what happened? Ikakosa kuturn, ika break out. Okay, so iki break out hivi, this is loss, hii yote ni loss. So you can imagine kama you're not using a stop loss na uko na account ya $100 ama $1,000 na umeover risk, then all this itakuwa affecting your account ama ita affect account yako. Okay, out of experience nilitoa account $30 to $1,000 in I think 3 months. This was last year, and then 3 trades, sisi saa moja ilikuwa euro Australian dollar, zikaamua kufanya vile zinafanyanga, nikajipata off guard, $1,000 zikaenda hivyo. Okay, so by all means make sure you use a stop loss, by all means. Then ukiingia market, let's say umeingia buy, stop loss yako iko hapa. Okay, let's say umeweka stop loss yako hapo, trust yourself. Okay, there's a reason uliweka hiyo stop loss hapo in the first place. There's a reason time ulikuwa una analyze market ulichoose kuweka stop loss yako specifically hapo. Okay, so usijipate ama usimake mistakes za kuja unatoa stop loss ati unasongesha chini kiasi ati market niko sure itaturn, market itaturn. Hiyo ni kawaida, everybody has to do that, but please try and avoid it. Okay, it's not the best thing you can do, because utajipata umemovisha stop loss ama emotions zako ziko so much into a certain trade, una expect itaturn. You can never be too sure. In short, it's never given for these trades. Okay, so for you, the most I can tell you ni just trust yourself. If umeamua kuplace your stop loss hapa, then that's it. Kama umeamua kuplace stop loss yako hapa, that's it. Don't move it. Ikikutoa, then uone market imeanza kuturn, look for an opportunity to get back to the trade. Okay, remember kama ulikuwa umerisk 2%, then it's not going to affect your account that much as kama mtu alikuwa amerisk ati 10% ama 20%, ishakula account, then anabaki sasa akistruggle na stress, niliingia market ikanitoa then ikaturn. You get the logic? So 2% stop loss yako, trust yourself. Okay, so kama hapa we had a buy, then stop loss yetu hapo ikatutoa, that's okay. We just wait for another opportunity ama we look for another currency to trade. Okay, so yes, now to trading USD currencies. This is just basic stuff. Okay, as we said yesterday, by now you guys need to have a trading strategy in place. Okay, start developing something, start developing a strategy you can use with your trading. Okay, so euro USD currencies. Okay, for now assume easy lines, but okay, yeah, for now assume the indicators, assume the EMAs. Okay, I'll show you how to use them in a few. I'll show you how to make the most out of them in a few. So when it comes to trading the USD currencies, there are a few things you need to know. This bila count the gold, you need to understand these are the major currencies: Euro USD, GBP USD, USD SHAF, USD CAD, USD JPY, Australian, New Zealand USD. Okay. So what happens ni ama when it comes to trading these currencies, the first thing, just a minute, the first thing you need to do ni kutafuta the USD index. Okay. So the USD index inaonyeshanga the overall ama inaonyeshanga the average for the US dollar. Okay. So USD index inatuambia ina combine all the USDs ama all the USD currencies around the world, then inatuambia what is the average, what is likely to happen to USD in the next few days, in the next few months. Okay, so USD index ina show the price of the USD on its own. Okay, so in case you don't have it, unakuja hapa, then you just look for it. Okay, if you don't find it anywhere in this market watch part, right click, then show all. Okay, so ukipress show all, then you can look for it huku chini somewhere, you're going to see it. Okay, after you press show all, you can make it easier for yourself. Ukuje hapa juu create a new chart, then inafaa kwa indices. Okay, then you just select the USD index. There you have it. Okay, a simple hack, something outside. Ukitaka kumovisha your chart ikuwe you have room, something you can use to determine the next thing that is going to happen. It's simple. Hapa juu, you see this, although this is a customized chart, you can see it's in a different na zako, but kuna this scroll chart to the end. Okay, so hii itakusaidia ku move as back as possible in your chart bila kurudi huku mbele. Then this is going to give space to your chart hapa mbele, then you can adjust it depending na place unataka. Okay, then kama upendi hizi what do you call them, whatever they're called, the grid, you just right click anywhere on that chart, then unatoa grid. Okay, zoom in, candlesticks. Okay, so it's that simple. So yeah, so the USD index, what happens ni kama uko na price kama USD index ina move chini ama una expect USD to drop. Okay, so what happens to currencies where USD ndo the base currency ama USD ndio the counter currency? Okay, so it's just that simple. It's not it's, you can call it correlation, but remember each currency iko on its own. Okay, but the logic behind it ni kama USD itakuwa weak, then you expect Euro USD to buy, GBP USD to buy. Okay, so you can see this. Then una expect Australian USD to buy, then New Zealand USD to buy. Okay, gold not the best, but to some extent gold pia unaweza ona ikibuy ama the strength itakuwa a bit, but tricky kidogo. Then kuna USD SHAF ita sell. Okay, but you can see it's not the best sell because hapa tuko na opportunities za kubuy, not the best, but yeah. USD CAD ita sell. Okay, USD JPY inafaa kuwa ina sell, but you can see what is happening. So basically what is happening ni USD currency mali ndio the counter currency itakuwa the exact opposite. Okay, na mali ndio the base currency itakuwa something almost similar. Okay, so si ati ufanye analysis ya USD index and then you leave it at that. Okay, So USD index ukirealize USD index iko likely kuwa kugo short ama kuenda chini ama to sell, then definitely you're going to be looking for opportunities for Euro USD to be printing something that inaweza show a buy. If it's not clear, then don't trade it. Okay, but there's no day utapata the USD index iko very strong ama ina buy, then Euro USDP ina buy, ama the strength of Euro USD buy is high. Okay, it happen, it will really happen, but this is more of a confirmation. Okay, so don't wait for USD index is sell, then we expect pure USD Euro USD to sell. Okay, the other thing you need to know, kama uko na Euro USD buy na GBP buy, then don't expect ukuwe na AUD USD sell. Hope I'm making sense. Then kama uko na Euro USD buy, then why should you even bother going for a USD chef buy? Okay, you can see what happens if you do so. A lot of arranging market that you're not so certain of what's going on for your currency. Okay, so if we had something clear could trade hapa, maybe this would be different, but at least you can see the logic behind it. Okay, so this tumekuwa na opportunities za sell big time, tumekuwa na opportunities za kubuy, so you can see how the major currencies zina affect you na USD index. Okay, there's a correlation between USD JPY and gold. Personally, I've never seen any, but apparently there is. But I'll tell you, just go and do some research on this. Okay, USD JPY and gold. Then kuna oil na sijui which other currencies. But at least you need to understand how to trade the USD currencies. Okay. Then the other thing, tuko na 3 minutes. Then we come back for any questions, please ulizeni. Anyone with a question. Then tunatumia the Pips Masters Traders Handbook for everything we're doing. So in case you don't understand anything, you can text, unaweza niuliza maswali, unaweza fanya anything. So 2 minutes for any questions.
Mwanzia, I have a question. Hello.
Yes, nakusikia.
Like unasema in the USD index it's ina show opportunities. Ukikam kwa USD it will be a good price, ndio?
Okay, what?
And then
Okay.
And then also one question I wanted us to nilikuwa nataka kuuliza personally was on the USD card leo. Million piga chenga kiasi. I'd seen a buy opportunity but tena niconnect port ikakuwa for a sell ikanitoa nje kwa stop loss. But earlier ulikuwa umenishow like it can either buy or sell, like what was your statistic for you to see that?
Okay, sawa.
Because me kami iliniweka kwa stop loss.
Okay, for USD card buy, we have this point. Okay, you can see this. So tuko na this point, which is a symbolic point. See that? So tuko na opportunity ya kubuy at this point, but we don't have any confirmations. Then for a sell, this is the strategy I'm going to show you guys. Tuko na this possible sell. This. You see the 20 EMA and 50 EMA. Market may bounce from that point. So for us to go for a sell, we're going to wait for this market to cross ama break that trend line. Okay, ama this support. Okay, so if you break this point, then we're going to go for a short. Okay, but if it doesn't, na tuone ime violate this for 1 hour, tukiona ime violate this, then we go for a buy. Then we have this. So tuko na pia buying opportunity to around this point. Okay, tuko na less than a minute. Tukirudi, I'll answer your question on the USD index. Then we're going to look at this currency pair. Okay, so anyone with a question, make sure you have it ready tukirudi.